Wednesday, that time, got a lot of battery blinking. The temp is there. Yeah, this is not for your amusement, it is for mine because I have some questions. First thing is, I got some answers kinda. My sandblast cabinet, had to buy some more seal, ain't nothing but some door seal because I ran out, because you don't want sand on the ground. Okay, see the little clear specks. Basically all I'm doing is filling in the low spots. I just got done wet sanding that. Okay, this isn't what it's all about. We'll move on. Bought this at the flea market today. High-speed steel, 50 cents. Yeah, hacksaw blades. Most people don't use it. I got this idea from Gas's Glass, which is a very good idea. This is what he does. On this little cut-off tool, he just uses a hacksaw blade. And they're very inexpensive and it worked very well. Okay, I'll move on to the main subject of this video in a minute. There we go. I gotta do an oil change on the Grand Prix. Before we get to that, that was that tractor seat that I got from did a trade with Musty One. Sandblaster works real well. I'm happy with it. But that ain't the issue, it's this fucking Grand Prix the issue. Hear the motor going out? Okay, that's another issue. Turn some light on for you. Alrighty then, I got my little step up here. And there you go. It actually works pretty good. I had to put the filters back in it because sand was bouncing out of the ground. But now I put the filters in, it works pretty good. There you go. I got a regulator on it. I usually run about 80 pounds. My compressor will keep up quite well. It's all self-contained. This is what you get when the backing or whatever, the transfer tape, is thicker or more durable than the actual orange part of the sticker, and it won't release, so it turned into, yeah, okay, that's what is not what the video is about. Oh, I see I'm getting blow by through here because I didn't put a seal in there, but it does work. There we go. It does work quite well. It was yeah, it was real tight fit because I forgot about those little things sticking out. Anyway, we'll move on. I had to take that trim off, and lucky enough I had another piece of trim. Well, I didn't even put that nail in, did I? There we go. Had to take that off too to get it to fit, but it fit. I won't want to be the one taking it out of here. The bad, you know, the shame thing about this is I'm not trying to wave my own flag. I'm just saying that this belongs in a bigger establishment. But you get what you get, because I was thinking today, I can't swing a news garage because I don't have property, so I think that's why I modify tools to make them the best I can, because that's within my reach. Anyway, that's not what it's about either. I gotta do an oil change on this. Oh, this is how I do it. Okay. It says oil 51%. They say you can go 5,000 miles. Well, I calculated out at 50%. I went 2,500 miles, or my wife did. And it's time to change the oil. That's how I do it. It's only got 128,000 on a 3,800 Grand Prix. It's a 2001. Got issues. It is a Series 2. Okay. Pretty much covered everything except the issue. Oh, and when you're ain't trying to hate. Oh, and turn some light on here. Yep. So basically what happens is, you might as well look at this as percent of money, because it wasn't free. How much was it? I don't know. There you go. Just threw money away. Okay. Let's move on to my issue. This is the only reason for this video. That's why I'm making it so early too. Come on, really? Okay. Somebody has hands out there, I hope. But anyway, let's move on to this. Recall. Okay, the recall is for 09047 engine compartment fire for the Grand Prix. Called them. They said they're going to zip tie some spark plug wires. I said I can do that. Then they said if it catches on fire, it's my fault. I said, okay, really? And that's about it. I brought the Grand Prix and I'll show you. I'm just saying what happened to me. I'm not just saying all dealerships are bad. I'm just saying dealerships in this area, it's a shame when they're not accountable. I have no problem bringing my vehicles in. I try to fix them as much as possible. This is one of the main reasons, well, there's a couple of reasons, when I feel I'm getting shysted or flim-flam, why I don't want to spend the money. Well, I don't really want to spend the money all the time anyway, and I don't want to throw a bunch of money at the problem. So I'm going on YouTube because I got a lot of solutions to my answer, but I don't know which one it is. And I appreciate it for somebody's help. And then I'm going to show you the Grand Prix, and then I'm going to ask the questions. If you could get back to me within a day or two, I'd appreciate it. You can PM me. I have some information. I'm rambling on now, but I'll show you why I don't like to bring my wife's vehicle into that place right there. Because this is what they did about a year or two ago. They did this. I know this car. This is the most money is spent on a car. See if you can get the blip. Right there. There's a nice dent there. Okay, I'm not saying this car is perfect. I'm not. This is the most expensive car that me and Mama bought. You know, putting money out. It was 10-2 from a private individual, because took a long time to find what we wanted. I wanted a charcoal interior, but anyway, I wanted a 2-door. I didn't want it supercharged. Anyway, and I say this motor is a good running motor, 3800, but I'm finding out they got a lot of issues. There are the coil caps. Okay, this is what I'm finding out. To be continued. Really? Yeah. See, I'm learning. What do I get? I'm not a mechanic. Older cars I can fix. If it was the alternator, I just pull it. Air conditioning unit, you know, wheel bearings, whatever it may be. I'm okay. I tear it apart, and if I can't get it back together, I always bring it down to the dealer. But I've always pretty much been able to get it back together. Here's my problem. And these are, I'll accept any answers. What I'm doing is, Alberto Clymer gave me some advice, and I do trust him. But I've learned, and I'm not questioning his advice, I'm not. But I've learned that in this book, it says a wise man takes many counsels, meaning that what I've went up on the internet and looked at, there's a lot of issues, and I don't know which one it's going to be. I know, I'm still getting to the punchline, okay? I just went through this with my boy's 2002 Firebird. Just kept throwing money at it, throwing money at it, throwing money at it. Finally had to bring it in. It was something that we overlooked. My bust. I hate when that happens. If I can't fix it, then we pay the man. But they're not. Anyway, all I was going to tell you about when the Grand Prix got a dent in it. I told the guy at the dealership, because I know my cars. You know, and I said that dent wasn't there, and he said it's impossible for them to do it. I didn't even get. I got a little hot, but I didn't get loud or nothing. I just said, you'll never see this car back in this dealership ever again. A week later, a gentleman called this house. Actually, they called more than once. It's about a year ago, and said that they had appointments set up for a dentless repair guy to fix the car. And that's when I went off. And I said, you told me it was impossible for you guys to dent it. Now you're saying you didn't really do it, but you just want to do customer relations? Bull fucking shit. I would have rather had the man say, you know, let me look into it. Maybe let me ask my men. Maybe it did happen. I told the guy I wasn't trying to get over on him for a dent. I know a dent like that only costs 60 bucks. I used to know a Phoenix dent repairer did it. He has moved. It's like a mechanic, a doctor, or a dentist, or a painter. You find a good one, you stick with it. There's no reason to veer out. I had a good mechanic. He went under. He had, for a lack of a better word, he had habits that a lot of body men and mechanics have. But anyway, I'm going to get to the punchline now. What is happening is, first started with the Grand Prix. What it's doing is, what it started doing about a couple weeks ago, and I ignored it, because there's no sensor lights that ever come up. What used to happen is, be driving, and then the tach would drop down to 0. And the track light would go to off position, and you couldn't put the track back on. Okay. shut the car off, everything's back to normal. Okay, that problem has went away, but I think it has all to do with it. Okay, now what it does, it wants to go down the road and it wants to die. Just no service engine soon light or nothing. It just is dead. Sometimes she'll start right back up. It happened today again. It's happened more and more, and we don't drive this car hardly at all, really. We don't go anywhere. But anyway, it's happening more and more. That is the issue. Because it's Mama's car and she drives 66 miles round trip, and I don't, you know, she needs the good. That's why she drives that. She drives a dependable car. I've learned, give your wife the good car, and men, you take the other car. You got to take care of your own. You do. Because if you don't, it's smarter to give them a dependable car or give them what they want. Your life will be more happier. Because then you get to do what you want because their area is covered. It's like when she needs something done, I just stop and drop. It should be that way. Anyway, now what's happening, we'll go somewhere, shut it off, get out. Fucking thing don't want to start. It's like it's not getting gas. It don't want to start. This is getting in too many minutes. I'm just trying to give you, I'll take anybody's help. But what I guess, this is my opinion, VW Darren, I know you know a lot about mechanics. Robinson Auto, I know you know a lot. And I've heard Razzie for Meta knows a lot about GM Pontiac cars. That's what I believe Slow SRT said. This is what they're saying. I have 4 possibilities. So I went up on Google, and these are issues with the 2001 to 2002, and this is a 2001 Grand Prix. All these things are happening, and people are, sometimes one thing will fix, and sometimes it won't. It's not in order. This is just what's happening. Crankshaft position sensor. Sometimes it fixed a problem. It's like there's 4 answers, but it all funnels down to the same issue. The same issue's happening, but I don't want to just throw money at it. Anyway, that was number 1. One person says ignition modding coils. Okay. Another person says that a fuel pressure regulator. And then the last one is pass lock security system. Okay, which one is it? Crankshaft position sensor? And some are saying on the crankshaft position sensor, I'm not sure if it's 2001, that you gotta, basically you gotta buy a tool for 150 bucks to get to the crankshaft position sensor. Could be wrong. It kind of gets lost on Google. I read it, but you know, and they say if you bring it to a mechanic, all these people were saying that they were just dumping money into it, and sometimes it would fix it, sometimes they would sell the car. I don't want to sell the car, I bought it because it's what we wanted. Crankshaft position sensor, ignition modding coils, fuel pressure regulator, pass lock security system. Anybody got any suggestions? Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mama goes to work. And I'm thinking at this moment, if I can't get this thing troubleshooted real quick, and bike times this weekend too, but anyway, I'll have Mama drive the S10. And she don't drive the S10, but you do what you gotta do. You gotta take care of Mama. You just do. Peace of mind, peace of oneself, peace of property, peace on earth, rest in peace. Bigger piece of pie, piece of action, piece of the puzzle, piece of pizza, piece of pussy, the right answer. And when the big dogs get all done eating, even the pups get a piece of something, motherfucker. 20 minutes, gotta go, peace.